Ladies and gentlemen, the first tag team contest in round one of the Lethal Lottery is set for one fall. Introducing first, from Chicago, Road Warrior Animal!
You're talking about excitement reigning now. I mean, we have a fever pitch here at the Riverside Centroplex, and the reason is because fans are going to see things tonight that they've never seen before in the history of WCW pay-per-view television, because, and right off the bat, gentlemen, we have the Road Warriors on opposite teams.
Well, you always wonder if they wanted to get at each other over the years, if one thought one was better than the other. I've always heard a rumor that Animal said that Hawk was a lame duck, but I don't know. I don't want to start anything.
His tag team partner from 110th Street in Harlem, New York, representing Harlem Heat, Booker T.
There's Booker T of Harlem Heat, and there's been problems with Harlem Heat and the Road Warriors as well, but Dusty, if you say there's been problems with tag teams, that's just the norm here, because so much excitement and so much competition in the tag team rankings of WCW. I mean, when you got the Steiners, the Road Warriors, Harlem Heat, and the Public Enemy.
Well, I tell you what, this picture right here is worth 1,000 words. When you take a look at the Road Warriors and the Harlem Heats, and on the different sides of the coins right here, the bottom line, and Bobby Heenan, we talked about this, even though you didn't want to earlier, because you thought I was giving you a soliloquy, is they gotta coexist to become World Heavyweight Champion or shot at it down the line.
Well, there's no doubt about that. Everybody knows that, but it's gonna happen one time when they're in the ring and they're gonna try to tag each other, because they're used to seeing each other standing in the corner. You watch, it's gonna be very, very interesting tonight. You got a battle royal, a championship match. This tag team situation going on, it don't get any better than this.
One of the most complex personalities and much talked about athletes in WCW making his way out now, and that is Lex Luger. Now Luger, as we talked about earlier, choke slam through the table by the Giant recently on WCW Monday Nitro. He was not able to participate just yesterday on WCW Saturday Night. He's ready to go for tonight's event. He looks in good shape. But, you know, he's got to be thinking not only about this tag team match, but also about what's going on later on tonight.
Well, Tony, looking at him on the outside here, the total package does look in good shape. But the enormous punishment that he took at the hands of the Giant, I guarantee you, he's got to have some aches and pains, Bobby Brain.
No doubt about that, but I'll tell you something. Look at Luger's conditioning. That's what saved this man's life. That's a dead man walking right there. That's what saved him, his conditioning. And I'll tell you one other thing about Luger, and I hope you'll remember this, Tony.
Okay, what's that, Brain?
I'm waiting too.
Well, then I'm not going to tell you, Tony. I didn't know he was eavesdropping in on me.
Well, he and about 100 million other people are. All right, here we go. Good to have you with us. The opening bout, it's Lethal Lottery. These teams were drawn at random. And it's amazing.
Oh, here we go.
You can better believe that Hawk and Booker T don't like each other. Luger, of course, now look, the Road Warriors are standing on the same side of the ring. They're used to that.
Yeah.
But I tell you, this may be very awkward for him.
Yeah, but you see the different strategies here. I mean, Hawk just went ahead and went right after him, and then Animal and Luger had a little stare down. And you're going to really see this thing break loose in just moments from now.
All right, Road Warrior Hawk and Lex Luger, one team. This team will advance. By the way, fans, of course, we will have a first round, and that'll consist of 8 matches. Once we have the winning tag teams, Mean Gene will have another random drawing to determine the pairings in the second round. And then, of course, 8 men will go on to Battle Bowl. That's when it will be every man for himself. The winner gets the ring. He's deemed Lord of the Ring and World Championship Wrestling, gets a shot at the WCW Heavyweight Championship when we come back at you on pay-per-view in the month of June. We have a little discussion going on here now, and I mean an argument. You really have to put all differences aside if you want to go to Battle Bowl, because if you argue, chances are you're not going to get there.
Well, you see the Road Warriors, they hanging around each other. They are not used to being split apart when there's a fist fight getting ready to break loose.
Neutral position now. It's Luger and the big 305-pound Animal. They are back in the corner. No love lost. Here's the old cliche goes. You can take you back to the month of January when these men first appeared, the Road Warriors back in WCW. What happened there, Brain?
Well, I've never seen 4 bigger men in the ring in my life, probably. Look at the conditioning they're in and look at the size of these guys. They know what they have to do. Now, what were you saying, Tony?
Never mind. Double axe handle on the back of the head. He's in another zone here, Dream. Yeah, pick up and a power slam. What about Luger? And did not make a cover. You got to win to advance.
And I tell you what, it was an awesome move by him to get him up, knowing, guys, I got to really tell you, and everybody at home that's seen the devastating movie, he's got to have a little hurting in that back right there, and to get up Animal like he did, this thing really, to me now, I'm going to say, has really started off in a slower pace than I thought it would, Bob. Bob?
I know, I'm watching this pace.
He's watching it. Okay.
You know, talking about Luger's situation when he was choke slammed through that table. The reason he's back here is because he's a professional wrestler. We don't go on the disabled list like a bunch of little whiny ball players do with football people, have all these different trainers. This man did it because he's a wrestler. That's why he did it.
Well, football players are great athletes just like professional wrestlers. I know a lot of good friends. One of mine is my man from Texas, Michaels, and he's a little upset at you.
Oh, Mongo?
Yes.
I wouldn't want to have him upset at me. Sends Luger in, and here comes Animal with a power slam. I tell you, we got some really hard-hitting action right now. But you know, at least I think, and I want to see the Road Warriors in there against each other.
Me too.
That would be the first time ever. And that could happen, and hopefully will happen in this first matchup here.
Well, it hadn't been a tag yet. It seemed to be Luger and Animal taking this thing to task right here at Slamboree.
And the ropes have the ducky's head and paid for it. Luger, great anticipation. One half of the World Tag Team Champs is Luger. Can't take that away from him in this match.
Whoa!
And Luger's showing his power. Look at Luger.
But he's turning his back, and you don't do it to him.
Whoa!
Drop kick from Animal, and Luger goes down. Booker T screaming at Animal to make the exchange, and now Booker, look at this.
Yeah, that's the first tag, and it wasn't a real nice one. A little nasty, baby.
Now, you're right about that, Dusty. They've got to work together. They just have to, or they're wasting their time out there.
And their energy. Back kick that time, and that was on target. Of course, if you chronicle the list and go down the list of great tag team champs and how long they held the title, certainly Harlem Heat, one of the greatest tag teams over the last 2 or 3 years in World Championship. Really have honed their skills. Powerful, quick, determined, and very confident. Corner. Luger, it just has so much perseverance. Explodes out of the corner of the clothesline.
I tell you what, it looks like he's got something to prove tonight. He looks real good right now, using his power, using his speed, using his moves, and really seems to be on top of his game. Maybe Luger has something to prove. And I tell you what, I still think Lex Luger, somehow, somewhere, brother, is a snake in the grass.
I used to think that way too. Not really a snake in the grass, just an intelligent businessman. But since he's been hanging with Sting, he doesn't show me he's real bright.
Whoa, Williboo!
Spins out of that. Side kick that time from Booker T, and he's looking in top form as well. Harlem Heat. Remember, if he gets there, if he and Animal advance, and Stevie Ray advance, there's a count here and a 2 count, then conceivably, well, then it would happen. They would have to go up against each other in the Battle Bowl finals. That is a battle royal over the top rope through the floor.
Luger, tag team champion, television champion.
Had an opportunity to have all the gold, as we know. The Giant put a stop to that. Situation right now is we have not seen Road Warrior Hawk in the midst of this fray, if you know what I'm talking about. And I really believe he needs to make his presence felt for them to advance.
You're right, it has been all Lex Luger as you take a good close look at the total package in that vice or chin lock that's applied by Booker T of Harlem Heat. One of the most anticipated matchups of the first round of Lethal Lottery. You're watching right here. Another one coming up a little bit later on. It'll be our third match. Rick Steiner and Scott Steiner on opposite teams.
And they used to fight all the time when they were kids. All the time when they were kids. You know, you being the two dumbest and ugliest kids in the neighborhood, you're going to get in a lot of fights.
Not necessarily with each other, though.
Oh, yes, with each other. Rick thought Scott was dumber than him, and Scott thought Rick was uglier than him. They used to fight all the time about this. But then they wound up thinking and figured out that we're both ugly and dumb.
There's a scissor kick on the back of the head.
Well, he caught him flush now, going for the pin.
Oh!
And how about that save?
He hammered him.
Saved it.
Hammered him.
Well, he's going to make that tag to Animal.
If he makes the tag to Animal and Luger upset about the save, I mean, we've got arguments going on everywhere here.
You got a battle royal going here.
Oh, man, here we go. Now it's breaking loose. These guys are partners.
This is incredible. And now the partner is battling. Who's on whose team here?
I knew this was going to happen. You can just tell. The Road Warriors need each other to survive. They're used to watching each other's backs. They're used to fighting in the alleys, in the streets, in the gutters, and that's what they're doing here.
It's broken loose now, Tony. It's outside.
We've got all 4 men going at it. The fight's going on. Luger.
He's in reverse.
Backing up. There you see our split screen.
And I'll tell you something about Harlem Heat. You know, Stevie Ray here's no slouch either. He'll fight you toe to toe.
And the bell is sounded here.
Yeah.
Now, what do we have?
Well, they called it off.
Counted both teams out. This match is a double count out.
Did they ever lock up? Did they ever get into together?
They never locked up.
Could not coexist.
We won the
Now
whole
all
thing.
4 men are out. Both teams are out. And I tell you, if you want to become Lord of the Ring, if you want to shed the World Heavyweight title, you got to coexist. So the other teams ought to take note of what happened right here and zip it up, so to speak, forget about it, and coexist.
It ain't over, man. It ain't over, sucker. By a low shot.